loves, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a package here from the company Journalsay. Journalsay reached out to me and asked if I would like to collaborate with them, and I said sure, why not. And they graciously sent me a gift card and allowed me to shop to my heart's content. So I thought that we could open this package together, see what's in here, and share the excitement. Now, I'll preface by saying that I have never shopped with Journalsay before, and I don't really know what to expect from Journalsay's products. However, because it is new to me, we'll be sharing this first reaction together, and I'll tell you my honest opinions about what I think about the products that are in this box. Now, I personally handpicked a lot of things that I personally would have picked for myself regardless, and I tried to pick a lot of things that are true in nature to the way that I like to plan, the way that I like to decorate, and so I hope that because of that, it will register across as being a very genuine reaction, because it will be my very genuine reaction to a lot of this stuff. So yeah, I just want to preface that this in no way, shape, way, or form is going to be a skidded type of review. It is going to be 100% my honest review. All right, so let's jump into this package. First, I want to preface by saying this did come in like a little package, like baggie, and they bubble wrapped the box. That is always a good thing because they're protecting their investments, and yeah, and making sure that it gets to you nice and safe. So I do like that. Packaging is really nice. I did kind of somewhat begin to open. Here, I gotta take it before I bump the camera. I did start to like kind of tear the tape off, but then I remembered that I wanted to give you guys the full in-depth review, and I didn't want to tamper with the way that it was packaged and sent to me too much. So I like quickly stopped. So I'm gonna open it up the rest of the way. Hopefully I don't shake. Here, let's do this. I'm gonna take the bubble wrap off because it is going to shake the camera. And I don't want to shake the camera. All right. Oh, and before we do that, let me just cut the tape to the box so that it is easier and if I can get it open. All right. So I have officially opened it. First reactions, I will say the box is really pretty. It's a really nice box. It's sturdy, and I would definitely keep this box for like organizational stuff. Like I usually keep a lot of these really nice boxes to like organize my stationery stuff or to archive journals, like smaller notebooks. So I might actually keep this box. It's a really nice box. The cover says, "Have a nice day. Journalsay, focus on journal supplies." Okay, I want to make sure I'm not bumping the camera. All right. So when you first open up the package, again, it's bubble wrapped. This is very nice. As you know, I love the way the Clever Fox package is with their stuff and how they come in a really nice sturdy box and then they double wrap their stuff. I pay attention to all of this. This means a lot to me personally. I know it means a lot to other people as well. Some people may say that it's wasteful, but I personally think that when you're sending stuff via mail, anything can happen. And I like the fact that they protected the box and the contents on the inside of the box. So first impressions, this is very nice packaging. Okay, so it's wrapped in this little string. You just take the string apart. It's very nice. And then you have a little thank you for your purchase card. And on the back, it just has some stuff about expressing your gratitude and what to do after you receive your order, how you can leave a review, and some other little things. I'll let you guys look and see. If you want to pause the screen, go ahead and do so. So that's what this says. And then, wow, that's nice. So they taped their package with a little sticker here. That's nice. If somebody wanted to save this, I'm pretty sure they could, because it came off the plastic bubble wrap fairly easy. So if you wanna save this and archive it or put it in a journal, you have the ability to do so. It's a nice sticker. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm probably just gonna tape it here because I probably won't reuse that sticker. So I'm just gonna tape it down. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some of the things that I got. Wow. All right, so like I said, I handpicked everything that is in this box. I am going to take the contents out, but I wanted to let you guys at least see how they have everything packaged first before I did so. So I will just preface by saying I got a lot of really, really useful stationery, and then I got a lot of stuff that's like just decorations. But I thought the more useful things, like the pencil pouch, the markers, all that stuff, I thought that stuff would be really nice to share. There is some more bubble wrap in between, and it looks like they wrapped a couple of things. So I'm going to take the contents out of here and lay them out, and then we'll go through them piece by piece, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I got everything unboxed. So I thought that we could go through some of the stationery stuff first, and then we'll jump into the deco. So first thing I noticed different is I didn't actually pick this out. So this must be like something they threw in here personally, because I definitely didn't order this, but I have one of these. It's always nice to have two, but yeah. So this one is just like a X-Acto knife, and you know, people use these to cut stuff, but I don't usually use them, but they threw that in here. All right, some of the things that I got from Journalsay. So I'll start with this. So I actually had two in my cart, but they only gave me so much money to play with. So I actually had to delete one of them, but I kept this one because I thought it was better than the other one. It's just another little pencil pouch, and I'm not really sure what the little animal is. It kind of looks like a guinea pig, but I picked this up because I got a bunch of markers and stuff. So I will tell you about the quality. The fabric material feels really nice. This kind of concerns me, like just this little piece. It doesn't feel too sturdy, but then again, it might just be me. It has this front pocket, and this is magnetic. So this is a magnetic closure. And you have a zip pocket right here in the front as well, which you can put markers or pens here, and then some other little stuff here. And then you have a larger compartment here. Oops, and there's some little bubble wrap in there where you can just store more stuff in. So I liked this because of all the different little compartments to it. It's very slim, and I felt like I could always use another bag, so I definitely picked this up. The only thing that I will say quality wise is like there's a little string hanging right here, but none of the things that I got was like really, really expensive. Hence, a lot of the things on the website aren't super expensive to begin. So just keep that in mind. It's decent quality. You could cut this off. I'm just going to cut this off because it's going to bother the crap out of me. So yeah, that's not really a big deal. But yeah, you get a nice little bag. I think it's nice. All right, so that's one. Now, some other little stationery things I picked up, which we'll do some tests. I have my notebooks here, so we'll do some tests. I picked up these, well, these are like dot markers, similar to like the Ohuhu. So I picked up two of these in different colors. And then these ones I think are like different shapes and dots. So this one's a heart, a star, like some kind of floral. And this one's a star. This one's a 4-leaf clover. These are clouds, and this one's a moon. I thought that these would be nice to use for like different icons, especially since I'm a bullet journaler. And instead of drawing out icons, you could use these little markers. They were very inexpensive compared to like your Ohuhu or something like that. So I thought that these would be very nice to share. So I'll just kind of take a color. We'll do a pen test in my current bullet journal, which I will do a video on like this setup. But today, let's kind of rock out with this page here. Today we're just gonna talk all about Journalsay. So let's go ahead and test out. So this one is the dot color. I would say this is similar. So that it's a dual tip, I'm assuming. Yeah. So one is a very fine, hold on. One is a very fine tip nib. And then the other side obviously is the dot. So let's go ahead and test out the dot. Oh, wow. It's very inky. It does remind me of the Ohuhu. So very nice. Like I said, these were very inexpensive. This is Tomoe River paper, so I don't know if it bled through. The Ohuhus bleed through everything. This bled through a little bit only because, you know, like I said, it is very inky, and I don't know. Tomoe River has had some issues in the past. I usually don't have too many issues with the paper, but yeah, I guess it really just depends on the type of pen itself, but it doesn't really bother me. That might bother someone who's picky about that. And then I'm just gonna write my name. That's a very sloppy signature. Very sloppy. Yeah, I like the dot on this. I don't necessarily think that the fine tip is as inky. Granted, it's a fine tip, but it doesn't bleed through. It's just that when you use the dot, this bleeds through. So all in all, I would say these are really nice. I like these. I'll try out the, oh, let me put it back in the box. If I can get it back in there. Oh man, I can't get it back in there. Oh well, okay. Let's try out the darker colors or the fluorescent colors. Let's try this red. As you know, I use this color a lot in my planner, so yeah, it wouldn't make too much a sense that I wouldn't pick it, but yeah, let's see. That didn't make any sense, did it? Same thing. It didn't necessarily, well, hold on, let me see. It did kind of bleed through just a little bit, but it definitely ghosted. Typical. Also, they dried really fast. I didn't mention that, but they dried really fast. Like as soon as I put it down, it dried. All right, let's do this again. Let's print. It's very sloppy print. I like it. It dried instantly as soon as I wrote it. I like it. All right, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, these are the dot markers, very similar to the Ohuhu. And you get 6. So altogether, I got 12 of those. And then, like I said, these ones are the stamp, I think that says stamp polka dot pens. And let's go ahead and take a look at these. Let me use the most notable one, which is the heart. I feel like we all use a heart. So let's do this. So one side is a dot. So this is the dot, and then this one is the star. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh. All right, oh, that didn't come out right. It's very inky, like it's very wet. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but when you stamp, there is a little like bit of liquid just kind of sitting there. This one is very, very wet. I don't know if it's like that for all of them, but definitely the wettest one thus far. I mean, the stamp is nice in itself, but it's very wet. Let's try the dot. The dot, not so much. I mean, it's still, the ink is still there. Like, this is still wet a little bit. It seems like it's drying, but it's just drying very slow. So that's the heart. And I don't know, it could be just the marker in itself. Let's try the cloud. Let's try the cloud one. All right, so I gotta see how it's supposed to go. Oh, that is so light you can't even see it. I mean, I guess this would be fine if you were writing weather icons, but the issue with these markers that I will tell you off the bat is that they are very, very wet. Like, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if the camera is really picking up on it. Maybe you can see, but it does have like that darker spot is where it's just like really wet. All in all, it's really pretty. Here's a zoomed in look. It's really pretty, but at the same time, like, it's super wet. I don't know if I would use these too much. Let's see what the back of this looks like. Oh yeah. That bled through. So if you don't have any like really thick paper, I don't know if I would necessarily use this in the Tomoe River paper because it bled through. This is 68 GSM. This is really nice paper, by the way. I haven't had many issues using like the Sharpie S Note or the mild liners. I haven't had issues with those markers, but these ones are wetter. And it seems like the wetter the marker, it just bleeds through this Tomoe River paper. And you know, the Tomoe River paper is supposed to be the creme de la creme, and it's not holding up to its name these days. As far as I know, I'm not a paper enthusiast, but yeah, I know that people have said they've had issues with the Tomoe River paper lately. But like I said, I don't have issues with any other markers, but these ones are super wet. So yeah. All right, so those are the marker type things that I got. And yeah, we'll open up another spread and we'll test out some of the stickers and stuff that I got. We'll just do like, I don't know, let's do a test spread like somewhere here, so it's just not like random test spread. So when we get there, we'll do that test spread. All right, so the second thing I got, or the second item that I got, is this little clip. I saw this and thought that it would be cool for my traveler's notebook. I use a lot of these little bulldog clips. I know they kind of just look like they're decorations, but I use a lot of these little bulldog clips to kind of hold my books open, because they don't stay open in a traveler's notebook. And so I picked up this clip. I don't know. I was expecting it to be a little bit smaller, but it's kind of nice that it's bigger. Oh, it's heavy duty. Like, wow. It's heavy in itself. It's heavy. And then like, this is tight, which is nice because then it tells me that this isn't flimsy, which is really nice. It's very reflective. You could use the back of this to look at yourself like a mirror. So yeah, I thought that I would keep this. Ooh, I'm bumping y'all. So let me just test it out because, as you know, I'm currently using traveler's notebooks, and I am going to make a video about all of this in the coming, or in the next video. Let's do that. All right, so I have a problem with, I switched these books around, so let's see. I'm going to try to clip. Okay, and then if I clip this. Okay. Yeah, that's how I usually use my clips, like these little bulldog clips or bookbinder clips. But yeah, that is really nice, and it's very heavy. So maybe if I switch the dynamics, because this side is the heaviest due to all of the stuff. And then let's just say I clip that. Oh yeah, that helps a whole lot. I like that. So definitely, first impressions, I would definitely get another clip. Definitely get the clip. The clip is nice. It's stylish. It just looks really nice, but it's also heavy duty. And yes, it added a little bit of weight to the side of my traveler's notebook, which helps keep this book in the front open, because as you can see, it is the first book, and it wouldn't stay open with all the stuff in the back. It just wouldn't stay open. So I like this. I would definitely be adding this to my traveler's notebook for sure. Like, that's really nice. All right, I wanted to share some things that I thought that could be useful. So I think that that could be very, very useful. All right, so I will talk about this in another video. Don't worry. I got some updates with this that I can't wait to share with all of you. So we'll get there. But yeah, that is the clip. I like this. Definitely like this. Definitely good pick. I'm glad that I seen it and decided to get it, because this is a really nice pick. All right. Next thing on my list of things that I got. So these next couple of things are not necessarily like functional tools, but I mean, they can be if you really want them to be. So I picked up, so I'll have to open these, but these ones are like some little dots. I thought that those could be useful. And then these ones are like some little icon dots. I'm trying to find like all the little dot type things, because like I said, I got a bunch of like deco stuff too, but I picked out a lot of functional stuff that I thought would be worth sharing. I think that's it. All right, so let's open these two first. I want to get through the functional stuff first before I start showing y'all the deco stuff, because this is the stuff that I feel like people want to see opposed to the deco stuff. Don't come for me in the comments about how I'm using scissors. I'm gonna zoom y'all in, and hopefully I can stay in frame. All right, so like I said, these are the dots that I picked up. On the website though, they look a lot bigger. It looks like you get a bigger roll, but when you're paying like pennies literally for this stuff, I don't expect too much. This is a very small roll. So these are just like the functional dots. We'll go here. So I do use dots, but these are like the washi dots, and I'll kind of take one off if I can get it off. I don't know which way the roll is supposed to go, so I'm just gonna pick one and then tell you what I think. It feels very sticky, like it's hard to get off and it's very sticky. Okay, and then I'll just stick one down, making sure that I'm still in camera or still in frame. All right, and I'll just stick one down. So this is supposed to be the washi dot. First impressions, it's nice. It is very sticky. Like, when I was trying to get it off this roll, it felt like it didn't want to come off, but once I got it off, no problems. This sticky feels very secure. It does feel like I could remove it if I don't like the placement, but I will preface by saying that maybe on some thinner paper, this is 68 GSM Tomoe River paper, so it didn't rip the paper, but I'm assuming that maybe on some thinner paper like a Leuchtturm or even a Moleskine, it might stick to the paper and rip it if you try to reposition it. So just keep that in mind. But these are the washi like little dots. Oh my god, I have a piece of plastic that won't go away. Okay. Yeah, these are the washi dots. They come in like very neutral colors. I think there's like a purple, a red, a green, lots of like dark colors. So there's that. This one I thought was pretty unique. I had never seen anything like this. Then again, I don't usually buy washi tapes really, and the washi tapes that I do own have been either one given to me from the time when we lived in Germany, or the ones that I got from Hobby Lobby like a few years ago. And to be honest with you, I need to use a lot of them up before they lose their stickiness. But yeah, I don't usually buy, my goodness, this is gonna be the kryptonite. This sticky stuff. I got paper everywhere. I don't usually buy washi anything. So yeah, I do journal, and I use a little bit of deco in my planners and stuff, but not so much. I usually try to go towards the more functional stuff, if anything, because I do use that the most. Okay, so there's like a little piece of like whatever this is to keep the roll closed. So they packaged it really tight and they stuck this paper on here. I actually like the way that they did this opposed to when I did the washi tape company's stuff. They had like this clear tape on there that was ruining the stickers when you would try to pull it off. So I like the fact that they put this like packing tape, almost like a paper packing tape on here. It doesn't feel, I mean, the stickers are, it's stuck to the stickers for sure, but it doesn't feel like it would ruin a bunch of them. I feel like the one that the washi tape shop had was ruining a lot of the stickers on the roll because they had that translucent packing tape on there and you just couldn't get it off whatsoever. So these are like arrows, and I don't know, I figured that this would be fun to use because in my planners and stuff I could use here. That's what they look like in my planners and stuff. I felt like I could use these arrows to be signifiers for some stuff. And they're short arrows, and like these are just really good and like functional. Here, I'll bring it closer. These are like just really good and functional because you can use these to basically draw attention to certain things in your planner. So I definitely picked this up for that reason, just to be like another fun but functional tool. So here, let's test one out. Let's test its stickiness out. If I can get it off. Okay, let's test it out. Let's test it like right here. Oh, definitely sticky. Definitely sticky, and it feels very thin but sticky. I don't have a pen or anything. Let's do this. I got a pen for us. Ugh. Let's do this. Appointment at 8:30 a.m. Dr. Barb. I like that. So that was my intent, right? That was my intent, was to use it to be like a signifier of some sort, or just to highlight certain things in my planner. So that was the main reason why I got these. These are like just specific arrows of all different shapes and sizes and things like that. So very, very, very functional. Like these. All right. So those are my functional things. I think the other things are sticker books, and I'll share those too. And I don't remember what the pricing was for a lot of this stuff, but I will say that it wasn't very expensive at all. More prevalent to the pricing of like AliExpress or something like that. So yeah. Let's go ahead and look at these sticker books. Oh man, I should have opened all of these. All right, let me do this. Let me open all of them and then I'll come back. All right, so I went ahead and opened the sticker books. I thought about or debated opening all the washi tapes, but I'm not gonna open all of them because we'd be here forever. So what I'm gonna do is just open a few and just kind of give you like a glimpse of what's in the washi tapes. Yeah, I'll just kind of like show you what's in the washi tapes, but I'll give you like a look through of these. Now on the website, I think these were like planner stickers, like planner sticker books. So let's look at Rosie Posy first. I think this is volume 1. So I got the collection. You have the option on the website, I think, to get either 1 or 2 or all 3. I got all 3. So let's go ahead and take a look. I don't really know what they are. Is it paper or is it a sticker? I can't really tell if it's a sticker or paper. I think it is stickers because it feels like it's on sticker paper. Let me see. Because honestly, I can't really tell you at the moment. Let me just see. Okay. So these aren't cutout stickers. They're not cutout stickers at all. They are stickers you will physically have to use scissors to cut, and you will have to cut around the images and put them into your journal. So I would say these are best for like memory keeping, like if you're a memory keeper or if you're a hardcore journaler who uses a lot of visual images. This would be nice. This is something that I would personally use because I like to do a lot of stuff like this and like little bitty stuff like gosh. Oh, I like to do a lot of stuff like this. So yeah, I would say that this is something that I would personally use, but that's what they are. So you just have to cut, and then they're on sticker sheets. And each sheet is perforated. So if you just want to use a sheet at a time, you can just cut it off. I will say though, the stickers like closer to the spine, they're cut off. Like some of the image is cut off. Like this sticker here is slightly cut off, but it's not like bad, but it would be nice to have the full border of like this sticker here. This one, I don't care about that because like that's not a big deal, but yeah, just to preference. Again, more, and they're paper stickers, so they should blend in very nice with your planners or your journals. But yeah, paper stickers that you'll have to cut out. You can do some pretty dashboards with these. You can add some nice little images to your journal or planner or whatever. So I think these are fun. Yeah. Only downside is like if you wanted to use this whole sheet, you would have to, I don't know. You could use this whole sheet, but I don't know. I like these. I do like them. There are some stickers in here that I would not use. These letter stickers might be a pain in the A. Only because they're not kiss cut, and you would literally have to cut sticker by sticker out in order to do like words or letters or whatever. So personally, I would say this is not that great of an investment with the letter stickers. I don't think that those should even be a thing unless you kiss cut those. But other than that, they're fine. Especially like if you want to do dashboards and stuff, they're fine. People love sculptures. And then, yep, still going. So they're themed. Each one is like themed. So this one's lemon themed. Again, they are labeled planner stickers because they have like planner type things in here. Like this one has the months and stuff. But I mean, if you're not fussy about cutting these things, then you essentially have 12 months here, and you could literally cut these out and use them in your planner. I am very fussy about things like this, so I would get tired of it real quick. That's just me though. But you can make some, like I said, you can make some cute dashboards, some cute mood boards. You can even use these for vision boards, which now that I'm thinking about it, I could use these for, like, if I ever want to use my Clever Fox, I could use this for that. So yes, yes, yes. I liked these dots, but now that I see it up close and personal, I wish that they were kiss cut. I just do. That's the only gripe that I have with like some of these smaller stickers, like the months, the dots, the letters. I just wish that they were kiss cut. These numbers, like, they should have really made that kiss cut. So this was Rosie Posey Volume 1. This is Rosie Posey Volume... Oops. Let's go in order. This is Rosie Posey Volume 3 or 2. And let's look at this one. So this one is more vintagey. Again, same thing. Okay, so the images on this one don't actually go into the perforated page like the first book, so you don't lose much of the image. You do on some of them just based off how it's cut, but you get a lot more of the image on the edge here. There's nice pictures in here, but there are some pictures that I would personally not use. So it's more of a vintagey feel. You can write on these. I don't know if I mentioned that, but here, let me find one. Let me find a space that I could show you that you can write on. You can write on these. Hello. You can write on them with regular ballpoint pen. You can even use a marker, like a mild liner or something, because it's paper. But you can write on them. So if you wanted to junk journal or, you know, make some kind of whatever spread, you could do that. Again, my gripe is these number stickers, because like, okay, like why? Like, why couldn't they just be kiss cut? Why do we have to cut around? I could just see how fussy cutting with this would be. Same thing. Same thing. These are nice. These are plants and fruit. I mean, in a way, it gives you total freedom, but at the same time, it's just like, ugh. Ooh, absolutely not. I would have a nightmare trying to cut this. I would not cut these letters out to save my... Well, okay, if I was journaling, maybe. Because, like, you could make a cool spread with these. These are really nice, but, ooh, I mean, I could see where that cutting tool would come in handy, for sure. Very tedious, but yeah. Again, you have the months. Again, very fussy cutting. I don't know. Me personally, I'm just not a fussy cutter. I just, if it ain't good to go, yeah. The bigger sheets, I could definitely see myself using the most. But a lot of these smaller ones that have a more fussier cut, I probably would not use these very often. Not unless I was gonna do something where I had the time to sit down, like if I had to sit down to cut out all of this. But outside of that, I would not fumble with that. So I think these books are beautiful. I think the images are beautiful, but I personally just don't like the fussy cut. I just don't like it. Yeah, that's my only gripe with that. This one is Rosie Posey Volume 3, though it doesn't say Volume 3. And from the picture, it's going to be this theme. So I guess this is a bear themes. Okay. All right. So nice little images. You can do it again. This one's easier to cut out for some reason, because I could see myself using like my paper cutter to cut this, cut that, and then like I could use my paper cutter to easily cut these out. I like this because they give you a lot of these like little box stickers, which is very nice. I like to use stuff like this in my planner. So again, very, very nice. Little images. I like stuff like this because again, it adds adds character to your planners, to your journals and stuff. But I like to use that kind of stuff in my planners. You got the months here. Again, these are a little bit easier because I could use my paper cutter to cut these out because they're a little bit bigger. Same thing with this. Use my paper cutter. You only get 1 week, but you get all 12 months. So if you wanted to, you could make a calendar with this spread. I think that's what it's intended for, hence the name month. But yeah, you can make like a little calendar spread with these. And then you have some more images, and these are like washi stickers, but you would have to cut them out. More stuff. You could probably use like a white gel pen on here. Again, I would not fumble with these letters because it's too tedious. But all the other stuff I would definitely use. Like I would use this. I would use these images. I would even use this box. This looks like a Christmas setup here. This says 2020, so I probably would cut like the 2020 off because it's not 2020. I like the images of the bear. This one's a little creepy. I don't know. That's just me. 31 days. Again, some more tedious cuts. I don't know. If I felt like it, maybe I would fussy cut around some of these because they are really cute, but I don't know. This kind of stuff is nice to have in your planners. This one, cute puppy. Oh my god, I don't know why I want to say cutie patootie, but cute puppy. This one's nice. This one has more functional stickers than the other two. There are a lot of good practical stickers in here. I can definitely tell these are not original images. Because this is the Care Bears, and I'm just like, yeah, the Care Bears is not an original image. Some of these don't look original images at all. Like this one maybe, but I definitely noticed the Care Bears like right off the bat. But it's still cute. I like the Care Bears. Would not, again, this, I feel like this is a fail with the letters and the numbers. So those were the sticker books. And then what I'll do is I'll open a few of these washi stickers. We'll open this one. And I'm trying to find ones with nice, like, colorful images. We'll open this one. Let's leave that one off. Maybe this one too. All right. So let me come back. Let me open some of them and then I'll come back. All right. So I went ahead and opened all the ones that I'm going to share. I didn't open the other bundles because, well, quite frankly, there are a lot to dissect. And as much as y'all probably would enjoy to watch my content, I don't think that y'all would appreciate having me sit here and go through piece by piece by piece. So because they're kind of like similar, because they're sets, I'm just going to show you the ones that will kind of give you an idea of what they are. I'll do another little like test in here just so we can kind of like, you know, see. I don't want to kind of do it on the same page because this helps, especially if you are buying or if you're looking to buy the markers. Then yeah, it helps to see if they bleed through or not. Like I said, this is the 68 GSM Tomoe River paper, so the markers bled through. But now I want to see how these washi stickers do. All right, so you get a decent roll. It's nothing too crazy, but you do get a decent roll here, which is nice because, like I said, in this one, I was like, oh, you barely get anything on here, but that's not bad. I wish I would have got more because I use these, but not bad. You even got a decent roll on here. I just didn't kind of share. I didn't kind of show that, but you do get a decent roll on that one as well. So I'll tell you some of the ones I got. So I got these because I felt like these could be good for layering, like if you want to layer dates and stuff. I will tell you, based off of further, and let me just see, based off of further examination, you do have to cut these out. So not like the washi tape shop or any other shop. You gotta cut these out. I will just preference by saying that if that is going to bother you, that you gotta have scissors when you want to cut this stuff out, then yeah, you might not like this at all. Some people don't mind and some people do. So I'm just gonna cut one out and kind of like fussy cut a little bit around this. I don't know. I personally feel like they should have this kiss cut, but it's not too big a deal, but it does become a big a deal when you have to do this, when you want to just lay the darn sticker down. Like, I couldn't imagine sitting here cutting this out all the time. Like, that's annoying. But we'll continue. That's my only gripe with the stickers. Like, I think the stuff is pretty, but I don't like the fussy cut. All right, it's a thin washi tape sticker. So even though I cut, you won't even really see the cut for real, especially if you cut it good. So let's see. Very sticky. Oh, it's down. It's down. Yeah, once it's down, you can't pull it back up. So make sure you get it on there flat. Unlike me, who got a crease like right there, and I gotta smooth it out. Okay, so I will just say that once it's down, it's down. On like some Stalogy paper, on the Tomoe River paper that is thinner maybe. The Leuchtturm, I feel like if you try to pull it up, it will rip. But once it's down and it's pretty. So I thought that maybe you could like do weekly spreads, or not weekly spreads, daily spreads where you put your dates, like the day here. So that's really why I bought these. I thought they would be cute for like layering and stuff, just adding like a little pop of color like to your daily spreads. So that's really why I got it. I like them. You don't really see like the cut, but it is like one of those fussy cut type stickers. All right, so this one looks like winter theme, and these are cool because they're just squares. Yeah, they're just squares, and you get a full like winter theme type sticker. So if you want to do like a cool like little chill wintry like theme, you could definitely do it because you have, you know, this nice little sticker that you can cut out and you could do what you choose. I'm just gonna cut around, cut some of this white off because I want to see the sticker. I guess these stickers would be good for like journaling more than anything. Like if you are a really heavy journaler, memory keeper, then yeah, I would say this is like perfect. But for a more functional planner, a person who doesn't technically use stickers as much, this is a bit of an annoyance. I mean, even in my journals, I don't usually use this kind of stuff in my journals. I usually just write. But I mean, it's nice. It's nice if you just want to add like a little something to your page. Um, it's pretty. I will say that. I cut this too close because I cut like half the top off. But it is pretty. Like if you just want to have a pretty image to look at in your planner, the images are very, very nice. As you can see, it's like a little shine on there. It's really pretty. They don't feel like they add too much bulk at all. So that's really nice. I'm trying to give y'all, and these are big stickers. Like, I hope y'all see that. These are huge. So you could do like one of these and have such like a beautiful, beautiful spread. So you don't even have to do too much decoration, which again, in a functional planner, you can still use stickers. I don't want to say functional planning, you know, is like no stickers. It's just that in a more like practical planner, you don't typically use stickers because, you know, you don't really care about the stickers as much when you're just using it for function and not so much for like visual like pleasure. You're just using it strictly for like what it is, just a tool. But if you want to see some pretty stuff and you want to memory keep and you want to do like, you want to make your pages look really nice and you just want to add a little something other than the flipping words on your page, I'm pulling off the sticky stuff from when I opened this, if you're wondering. Then yeah, these are perfect because I mean, like, look at them, flipping perfect. And it's just enough. Did I shake y'all? It's just enough for you to, you know, decorate your page. I would say if you're gonna put this down, I'm gonna cover this. If you're gonna put this down, take a bit of it off. Like, it's like putting on a vinyl. Like, undo a little bit and then kind of like slide it up. Because otherwise you're gonna get this on here crooked because it's very tactile and sticky. Something just fell on my desk. That's lovely. But the images are pretty. I like the way that they look. That's really nice. I bumped you guys again. That's really nice. All right, let's use another page. So which one did I do? I did the winter theme, the splatter. I did, I think, the house. I think this is part of the same one. So I won't do another one of these, but you guys kind of get, I'll do this one just in case anybody want to see. Like, there's a dog in here. Bake shop. I'll do the, I don't necessarily want to do the girl because she got that sticky stuff. And I just spent like a minute pulling that sticky stuff off. So I'll do the dog. The dog we will do. And I'll tell you what I'll do with the dog. Because I haven't filled out my daily pages for today anyway. And I already used like the back page a little bit to do some test. I'll put the dog down maybe here on my daily page, the page that I haven't filled out for today. So we'll add a little deco for today and we'll make a little memo note about it. If I can ever like get this off. That's my only gripe with the stickers from Journalsay is that you have to cut them out. I guess in a way that could be either a good thing or a bad thing. I will say that if you're like me and you do not like, you know, the extra step that it takes to cut stickers out because you don't usually keep scissors on you. Like, I don't usually walk around with my scissors in my pouch. Then I can see where this might be an annoyance than anything. At a first glance, everything is beautiful. I do think that some of the images are not original. But I do think that they're beautiful in themselves. Oh wow. Okay. But yeah, I think that everything is nice. The stickers have like a glossy sheen to it. If you haven't picked up on it, it is like a little bit of a glossy sheen. So not technically like the matte washi, but it is really nice. Like I would definitely use them. Yeah, and just like kind of flipping through, it looks like some stuff that I would use. So yeah, that's what I will say about those. All right, so I showed you guys a lot of the functional stuff that I got. I talked about the washies and the stickers and all that stuff because I felt like that was really, really important. I showed you a lot of the functional stuff that I purchased, like the clip and the dots and the arrows. These are things that I would definitely use. I would even use these markers maybe on like 160 GSM paper because they are really inky. Outside of that, these dot markers and these dual tip markers they're fine. I didn't really have too many issues, but like I said, these stamp markers definitely too inky to use on thinner paper. The bag I think is really nice. I think that it is practical, and these sticker books I also think is very practical. I'm gonna zoom you guys out. All right, so these are all the things minus one thing that was sent to me that I didn't actually pick, that I think is really nice. You guys let me know what you think. You be the judge. Would you shop at Journalsay? Me personally, I would go back and get a lot of the markers, the pencil pouches, the functional stickers, like these dots and stuff, like I said, because they were inexpensive, one, and two, I could see myself genuinely using those. A lot of the sticker type stuff, like the washi stickers, the sticker books, I necessarily wouldn't get because I'm not going to fussy cut around stuff. I just don't have that kind of time, and I don't want to have that kind of time where I fussy cut. But if you want to use this kind of stuff for journaling purposes, I could totally see where, that would be a great investment for you. I'm not big on that in my journals, so it wouldn't be a great investment for me. As far as the packaging goes, I think the packaging was really nice. I think that everything was packaged really well, actually. And considering where it came from, I think that it got here dang near untouched because, like I said, everything was perfect. The packaging in itself with how the washi tapes are packaged was really nice. Like I said, I like one thing that they do different from like the washi tape shop. They didn't add that clear tape on top of the sticker, which was really hard when I did the washi tape review. They had this like clear strip of tape on there to keep their rolls closed, and I felt like that damaged a lot of the stickers because the stickers in themselves are so thin. But outside of that, the stickers and the washis, they're fine, but I feel like they should be kiss cut. Like, I feel like they should at least cut the images out so that they are more user friendly, because everybody is not going to want to take a pair of scissors to cut things out. But outside of that, price wise, everything that I got here was literally like under $75 or at $75. They gave me $80. And with shipping and all that stuff, I got a lot of this, like $75. It looks like it wouldn't be $75, but you got to keep in mind that, some of this stuff, I feel like, I don't know, the sticker books are probably like 20 something. And then I got sets, and the sets is really what like bumped the price up. Even this clip was not even very expensive, but it is very heavy duty and I like it. I would definitely get the clip again. But yeah, that is my review of the washi and the stickers and the markers and all of that stuff that I got from Journalsay. I give them a solid 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, I don't think some of the images are original to the company. I definitely think that some of these are not theirs. But everything else I feel like is really nice. I feel like the packaging and all that is really nice. So I will leave you guys with that. Any details that I have on anything that I shared here, I'll try to leave whatever I need to leave in the description box. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments. If there's a specific thing that you want questions on, or you have questions on rather, do let me know in the comments. And yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching the video. I know these aren't the kind of videos that you guys like, but I always try to bring a little bit of diversity to my channel by sharing these kinds of things. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves.